Welcome to ABC31 News Tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. Tonight's big story, an announcement about the 2018 Girls Basketball March Madness Tournament at the Rapides Parish Coliseum. The Louisiana High School Athletic Association, NFHS Network, Cox Sports Television, and CLECO have all come together in a joint partnership to televise the tournament.
It's a process in which we use to put our games and our contests and our championships across the state of Louisiana, and Alexandria has done everything they said they would do to get where we are today, where we're preparing for March Madness and basketball in central Louisiana. So we want to thank all of you for what you do. The LHSA is a proud organization and want to continue to work cooperatively with our cities, but specifically in this case, thank you to the Convention Authority, thank you to the police juries, everybody who's standing here today, and our new partner in our March Madness. We want to thank you all very, very much, and we look forward to having a very successful event. And I think you all are going to be surprised how many people are going to show up, fill your motel rooms, and spend money in your community, and also come here and watch some really good basketball.
All 12 girls basketball games will be tape delayed on Cox Sports Television, and all games, semifinals and finals, will be streamed live on the NFHS Network website. A man from Catahoula Parish already charged with sexual battery is now in more trouble. State police say 63-year-old Frank Alexander of Reinhardt now faces 98 counts of child pornography. This comes after investigators searched his residence. He was originally taken into custody in December in Harrisonburg. Alexandria police say they've arrested a suspected burglar by following the items he sold to a second-hand dealer. 33-year-old Bobby Pierce of Alexandria. Break-in and theft happened on Mansour Avenue last week. Detectives say the stolen items included electronics. Authorities need your help in locating a runaway juvenile. She is 16-year-old Katarina Powell of Boyce. She's 5'5" and weighs about 105 pounds. Anyone with information should call the Boyce Police or Rapides deputies. LSUA hosted their annual Black History Luncheon and Ebony Scholarship benefit today. Guest speaker Colonel Joseph Martin Jr. delivered a motivational speech on the power of one.
Oh, I feel very strongly. I'm one of those proponents, those people who feel that Black history of America is something that we should celebrate every day. But I'm certainly glad that we do set aside this 1 month in February to specifically look at the history and the achievement of Black people.
For more upcoming events at LSUA, you can visit their websites. Some warm weather today, but we are looking at some good chances of rain heading into the weekend. Here's meteorologist Kim Walker with your weather now.
Well, not only was it warm, but it was definitely muggy out there as a cold front will be sliding southward. We do have the possibility of rain as we head into your Friday. Temperatures, though, still unseasonably warm. We're going to start off with readings in the low 60s and then climb into the 70s, so about 10 degrees warmer than our average highs. And then we are going to see chances of rain, starting off with partly cloudy skies, increasing clouds during the day, and better chances of rain as we head into the afternoon. And notice the dew points as that cold front comes through will continue to drop down into the 50s, so drier air will start to filter in as well. It looks like we're going to stay with unseasonably warm weather as we head toward the weekend, maybe just slightly cooler on your Saturday, but we are going to have more rain chances in your 7-day forecast. We'll take a look at that coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Kim. The 7th Annual Societal and Health Disparities Forum took place this afternoon at LSUA. People came out to learn about the dynamics of racial disparities and their negative impacts on health outcomes. Guest speaker Rudy Macklin of the Governor's Council on Physical Fitness and Sports talked about the Bureau of Minority Health Access.
Health is actually a byproduct of 3 things. It's income, educational level, and socioeconomic status. So it's not just your doctor, it's not just your nurse, it's not just your health care providers, it's how much education you get, it's your income, and where you're located in the society. And until we improve that for all people, including African Americans in our state, we are not going to have good health outcomes.
More than 20 people attended that forum. After a wild chase for a goose discovered in Baton Rouge, shot with an arrow, the federally protected animal is now healing after a successful capture and operation. WBRZ's Johnston Bond Springer has the story.
It's resting easy now. The goose captured this morning at City Park by Animal Control now under the care of LSU's School of Veterinary Medicine.
It looks to be stable right now. It's standing, it's defecating. It looks like it's actually doing fairly well.
But not out of the woods yet.
So, a big concern always is, did it hit any vital organs? And right now it looks like the arrow is high enough, and based on the animal's behavior, we think it might have missed some of the vital organs.
Discovered Tuesday afternoon, the Canada goose managed to escape would-be wranglers.
That's a good sign that she was able to still move around properly. I mean, she has a lot of strength in her still.
That was until early this morning.
I activated my field supervisor and my humane enforcement officers, and I challenged them to get the goose.
Using a state-of-the-art net gun with precision, the entire effort took less than an hour, thanks to the usually pesky animal's somewhat subdued manner.
When the best opportunity arose, the supervisor took the shot. You only have one chance with a net gun.
Surprisingly, the vet school, now set to run a slew of tests to properly treat the wounded bird, has seen cases like this before.
We've had a number of those since last year, so it's unfortunate that somebody keeps doing that. We actually saw about 3 or 4 of them last year with the same situation.
With this wild goose chase over, Animal Control is hoping to hunt down those responsible, with a reminder for the culprits.
These are federally protected migratory waterfowl.
The up-and-coming shopping center on Versailles Boulevard has welcomed a new business. A ribbon cutting was held earlier today by the Sinla Chamber of Commerce for Boutique at the Lakes. The boutique offers a variety of women's clothing, as well as accessories, beauty products, and home decor. Well, they are delicious, and the good news is they're back. Girl Scout cookies are an opportunity for girls to do some extraordinary things.
The money stays local, which is wonderful. For every box sold, the girls get to recoup about 25% of what has been sold. And so because of that, they get to travel. They also earn a badge in financial literacy, which is wonderful. And Ms. Izzy, would you mind kind of standing up and showing them your wonderful badges that you've earned? So they'll get badges in financial literacy, and what that means is that they are the ones controlling and collecting the money, and they are deciding how to market themselves as young entrepreneurs.
For more information on how you can get your hands on a box of Girl Scout cookies, or maybe 2 or 3 boxes, visit gslpg.org. The Good Food Project of the Food Bank of Central Louisiana began a partnership with the Pineville Youth Center back in July of 2013. A garden club was formed as a behavior incentive to teach students sustainable gardening skills. Over time, the partnership grew and began to fulfill the project's vision to encourage a healthy Senla for kids. Yesterday afternoon, the City of Pineville Youth Center Garden Club members held a Valentine's Day event called 10 Layers of Love and prepared some of their favorite snacks for their peers.
I came up with this idea to share all the stuff we create and make and eat in Garden Club. The 7-layer dip is the idea I came up with because it uses a lot of healthy ingredients, and so does the yogurt cups. And the yogurt cups use a lot of fresh, healthy ingredients that you eat every day.
In addition to that 7-layer dip, they also made a 3-layer yogurt cup for their peers. Well, there is no confusing a winter landscape with a spring one, but as LSU Ag Center horticulturist Dan Gill explains on this edition of Get It Growing, you can plant potted flowers in bold color schemes to brighten up your landscape this winter.
You know, we don't expect our landscapes to look as bright and colorful in midwinter as they will in spring later on, but that doesn't mean your landscape has to be devoid of bright color this time of the year. Fortunately, we have cool season bedding plants that thrive in the cold weather of winter and provide lots of wonderful bright flowers for our landscapes. Now you can get out and prepare flower beds and plant hardy plants like snapdragons, pansies, and violas that provide great color for you from now all the way into the spring season. Or if you don't feel like getting out and digging up a whole flower bed and doing planting, think about adding a container. One nice sized container on your porch, on your patio, on your deck can really brighten it up when you're outside having some coffee on a mild morning. Now make sure when you get to the nursery you choose a nice container. The bigger the container, the better. They're easier to take care of and you can fit more plants in them. Have a color scheme. Here we have a beautiful purple and gold color scheme. These are pinks, silvers, and burgundy. Here we have another beautiful purple color scheme. Look at the red and white color scheme here and how vibrant that is. So pick out a color scheme that's really going to hang together. And then finally in your composition, there's a rule of thumb we all use these days called a thriller, a filler, and a spiller. You want a tall plant like this dill plant to provide some interest and height, a nice plant like these violas to fill in the pot, and then cascading plants like these alyssum to cascade over the side. So think about that thriller, filler, spiller, and you'll have a great composition along with your color scheme. Forget it growing. I'm Dan Gill with the LSU Ag Center.
And for more information on other lawn and garden topics, contact your parish's LSU Ag Center Extension Service Office or visit the LSU Ag Center website. They're at lsuagcenter.com and click on the Lawn and Garden button.
This February, Dr. Oz holds their feet to the fire. Scammers, sex offenders, big business.
Nothing more than junk food in disguise.
Investigating controversies, exposing the truth.
Do you know where your hamburger meat really comes from?
I've taken Uber many times, and I just remember thinking, am I going to die tonight?
Nothing is off limits.
Watch Dr. Oz weekdays at 11 on KLAX TV.
Welcome back, everyone. South winds have been bringing a lot of warm air into the region and also a lot of moisture, so it is feeling a little bit muggy out there. Temperatures today were about 15 to 20 degrees above normal right now. We still have breezy conditions coming in from the south-southwest around 14 miles per hour in Alexandria and Leesville, around 13, and down closer to the coast we are seeing those winds around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Again, bringing a lot of moisture into the area, and so our dew points have been on the rise. Right now, 61 degrees, and it puts us in that muggy category, but we're going to see a cold front come through, and that's going to bring some of the humidity away, scraping some of that moisture away from our atmosphere. But temperatures have been warm throughout the day, a lot warmer than it was yesterday, and right now it's about 2 degrees warmer in Alexandria, Leesville, around 3, Natchez around 3, but notice along the coast where we had a lot of cloud cover, didn't see a lot of sun, it is a little bit cooler at this hour. Right now, temperatures around 73 degrees. We did climb up to around 79 earlier today, 75 in Leesville, 68 in Lake Charles, and 73 degrees in Lafayette. And we are going to see those temperatures drop, though, as we make our way into your Friday. And that comes as a cold front will be sliding to the south. So we do have the possibility not only of slightly cooler air, but we do have the possibility of a few showers off and on during the day. So here's a look at your futurecast. Quiet weather for tonight and also into early tomorrow, but then by Friday afternoon around 5 o'clock a few showers will be popping up and then making their way out of the region. So spotty showers for your Friday, and then we have more chances of rain as we head toward the weekend. Here's a look at your headlines. Cloudy and muggy for your Friday, afternoon showers, slightly cooler this weekend, but there is that possibility of occasional rain for Saturday and Sunday, and then more rain, possibly even some strong thunderstorms as we head into next week. So something we'll be monitoring in the next few weeks. Temperatures tonight will drop down to around 62 degrees in Alexandria, mostly cloudy, and it's going to be warm. Tomorrow it's going to be warmer than normal, but cooler than today with a high around 72 degrees in Alexandria. Cooling down to around 69 degrees on your Saturday with more chances of rain. Continuing rain chances as we head into early next week. Highs will be back into the 70s, but we do have the possibility of thunderstorms on President's Day as well as early next week. That's a look at your forecast. Scott?
Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Love, marriage.
My husband was wonderful.
And murder.
Cheryl, I know what he is capable of, and I just don't want him dead.
True stories without a happily ever after.
Is she okay? She's dead?
Who does that?
It's about as evil as it gets.
I like to report a murder.
All smiles while she was still on the scene of her husband's murder.
How do you explain that?
All this February, Love Gone Wrong. Crime Watch Daily.
Weekdays at 3 on KLAX TV.
When a case seems unsolvable, they see the incredible. Murder, motive, secrets. Bones Weekends.
Watch Bones weekends on KLAX ABC31.
Medical examiner.
Detective. Homicide.
I can't write you a prescription.
These are my day clothes.
Ding.
Then I had to chase this guy all the way down to Fenway.
We should do this again sometime.
Rizzoli and Isles, a perfect match.
Weekends at 11 on KLAX TV.